Welcome back to drag racing, coming at you. And Stu, this is the feature Top Bike.
Nitro bikes from around Australia competing in the Sprintex Top Bike Challenge. This is the round of the Australian Championship, and with extra points available at this event, these riders could go to the Australian finals in just 2 weeks' time in Sydney and claim the #1 plate.
Stu, wherever they go, these guys put on a great show, and I'm sure we're in for a big one here today at Ravenswood Raceway.
Well, all you need to do is get on a motorcycle that can make about 550 horsepower, and you're bound to get people's attention. But look at the preparation and the crews. Absolutely professional. All the teams work very, very hard to get these bikes down the track. With 7 at the track today, there was a couple that didn't have much luck. The 2 West Australian Kawasaki's, the supercharged Kawasaki's, had problems in the engines. Ian Ashelford with his Harley Davidson we're looking at there didn't complete all his passes without any worries. Spun a bearing in the motor, and he'll be back to race very soon. So we're left with 4 bikes to compete in this first round of qualifying.
Side-by-side Harleys, Brett Stevens on screen there, up alongside him, Jeff Smith.
Brett Stevens would like to be the quickest Harley Davidson in Australia, and to do that he needs to beat Bruce Barnett's record of a 7:29. Alongside him, Jeffrey Smith has a very, very different agenda. He wants to win this event and continue on to the ADR finals to claim the #1 plate. Now, Brett Stevens hopes to be in that position next year, but a serious fall earlier in the year, which caused a lot of damage to himself and the bike, put him out for 3 rounds, and the points will not allow him to make that trip.
Both bikes with big, strong burnouts being called forward now.
The Jack Daniels bike, one of the most popular in Australia, 158 cubic inches of Harley Davidson. This is qualifying. Look how serious these guys are. Brilliant over the half track. It looks like Stevens has got an advantage, and he runs it through with a 7:21, a new Australian best, a 7:46 in the other lane, making this the quickest side-by-side Harley pass ever outside the USA.
Look at Stevens, got the legs wide spread on the Harley closest to camera, and what a great pass.
He rides that bike like someone on a tightrope with his legs as the balancing poles.
Gavin Spann aboard the Suzuki, up alongside him in the Castrol lane. Bruce Barnett aboard the Harley Davidson.
Currently Australia's second fastest Harley Davidson. Bruce will love me for saying that. The West Australian Bruce Barnett now in the Jack Daniels racing team. He has a nitrous-fueled Suzuki to try and beat, and Spann has got him at 60 feet at half track. They're side by side, and it looks like Barnett, with all sorts of problems, shuts the bike down. A 740 beating a 750.
Welcome back to Coming At You, and Stewie Bond. Top Bike action has been great today. Races from all around Australia here at Ravenswood.
They've really put an effort in, Frank, and I got down the pits this afternoon and had to talk to many of them.
Yeah, since I was here last year, we've been pretty busy building a new bike. I had a fairly bad crash in Adelaide at the beginning of this year, which set things back a bit, set me back a bit, but hopefully we're back on track now and have a really big year next year.
Now, there's some serious competition between you and the boss to see who's going to be quickest down Ravenswood Raceway. Who are you putting your money on?
Myself, naturally. Yeah, there's a bit of rivalry going on there, but he's been telling me for the last 2 years he's going to knock me record over, but he's still yet to do that. I'm not going to let him do it today either.
We've got a nitrous assisted bike, which is totally different to their running deal. This year we've been going really good, and we've won a few rounds. We've been semi-finalists and runner-up, and the reason I come to Perth was because of the points situation, and we ran the first round today, which was pretty impressed with, and hopefully we'll keep on going well tonight, we hope.
A West Australian team hoping to do well was Dave Green with his Nitro Kawasaki. Tommy Pete Allen flew in to ride the bike, and at the end of their first qualifying round, we saw a big hole in the engine. The POM took the time to tell us how it got there.
We had a little bit of a problem with wheel spin, so I backed her off and hit high gear, turned on again, and she's let go in the bottom end, like the crankshaft is gone, cotton rods bent the magneto shaft, cam chain, all the pistons are hit, the valves, terminal.
Now, after the racing tonight, you're on to the ADR finals, and what chance that a Harley will carry the #1 plate?
Big chance. It'll be the first time in history for Australia if I do take it out this year, which will be good for me and probably every other Australian that rides a Harley, I guess.
Another new bike in the pits today was the immaculately prepared Ian Ashelford's Attitude Racing Harley Davidson. Stuart Bond caught up with him earlier today.
How different is this bike to the alcohol Harley you were racing previously?
Well, the end of the track gets to you a lot quicker, that's all. Yeah, it's a lot bigger, a bit heavier, but yeah, good, feels good.
There's not a lot to do if it all goes nice and straight. If it hooks up and leaves straight, generally the rest of it's fairly good. If it turns the tyre at any stage though and starts to weave, you've got a bit of a handful. you've got to start thinking about what you're going to do fairly quickly.
Bad news for that team, unable to come out in the first round of eliminations. So we have a grudge race. Brett Stevens on 158 cubic inches of Harley.
And up alongside him, another big burnout, Bruce Barnett.
The man from WA, until this afternoon the quickest Harley in Australia, and now the boss has taken it from him. The two Jack Daniels bikes. This team races right around Australia and they are thrilling the crowd at Ravenswood Raceway.
Oh, concentration aplenty on Barnett's pace.
It's a big problem for the boss. He's broken the front drive on the Harley. Barnett's now got a solo. The boss couldn't get off the start line and Bruce Barnett rolls the bike down after getting very, very close to the centre line. A problem for Brett Stevens, and it's the same problem he had last year when you consider the amount of effort he's put into engineering this bike, making sure that problem is not going to happen. It's a shock for the team. Jeffrey Smith on his Harley from Jeff Cycle Salvage. And waving the flag for the Jap boys, Gavin Spann.
Oh, another great pairing, Stu. This is going to be an interesting one. This is the semi-finals of Top Bike here at Ravenswood Raceway.
Spann had a problem in the afternoon with some oil supply to the engine. It looks like he dummied it up to get on the start line and is not going to put a lot of effort into the race. The win goes with a 765 to the big Harley Davidson. And Spann, you can see there, just wanted to get the bike on the line and get it staged.
Well, this is the final, Stu, that everyone's waited for, the Top Bike final here at Ravenswood Raceway.
Well, Sprintex love this event. It brings together racers from all around Australia, a great crowd coming to see the fastest riders in Australia. And we are about to see two of them hit the line on Harley Davidsons.
Ah, the preparation on these machines, absolutely impeccable.
Jeff Smith's ready to go. Bruce Barnett gets a whole shot on him. He could have him at half track. Barnett leaning the bike over the West Australian in all sorts of trouble. Can we see a win? It's a 773 for the Queenslander.